Hello guys, welcome to class again. Now here is a video on how to cut your fabric for mass production. Now you can see that I folded my fabric into about 8. So I'm going to be teaching you how to cut this fabric so you can save time, save cost, save energy and work according to your time frame. Now here is a template of 6 inches by 6 inches. Actually, I want to make my fabric, each of my fabric to be 3 inches by 3 inches, but I'm using the template of 6 inches by 6 inches, so I'm going to be using it all across the fabric using the tailor's chalk as shown, and I'm going to be holding it each of the squares down with a safety pin. This is much easier to do when you are cutting squares, okay? When you're cutting other shapes, it might not be really feasible, but when you're cutting squares, this is the best way to cut for mass production. So I'm going to be using the the pin, office pin, whichever the pin, yeah, to just secure it in place so that when I cut, it won't disintegrate. Yes, because I'm going to be cutting in bulk. But the most important thing I need you to know about this is that you need to use a very sharp scissors, because this material is really is quite thick, and it actually needs a thick a very strong, like an industrial scissors or heavy tailor scissors to do it. Now we're going to be cutting each of the squares. Now I'm going to be showing you just one of the squares, so this video won't be too long, and then I'm going to be cutting the square. So you can see how I'm cutting. Actually, this is has to be a sharp scissors, okay, a pair of scissors, okay. So I'm going to be cutting these two. So I've cut 2 squares. Can you see? Like I cut 3 anyways. So I'm gonna be showing you how to cut one. Okay, so here is the one square that we are cutting. Remember, we are going to 3 inches by 3 inches, but the template is 6 inches by 6 inches. So we're going to be cutting this 6 inches by 6 inches into 4. Okay, now you can take it slow. When you want to cut, you can pick a little piece and then cut, pick another piece and cut. Okay, you can cut in batches or sections just to make it easy for you. So you can see the way I'm cutting it. So now we are having a perfect square of 3 inches by 3 inches. Can you see that? Make sure you like, share, follow and subscribe to this, because there's so many more hacks I'm going to be showing you. And here is the final product of my creations. Now, how to make these round roses is live on my YouTube page, so go and watch it and learn. Right guys, welcome to class. We're making a simple round roses. They're going to be needing satin ribbon 3 inches by 3 inches, just like that, and you need 16 of that. So you're going to be folding into a diagonal as seen in the video. You're going to be folding 2 into diagonals, and you're going to be placing one on top of each other, just like that. We're going to get the middle of this particular diagonal, like that. We need the middle so we can fold in the 2 ends or the 2 tips, just like I showing. And then you get the half of the diagonal, and you take the half of the diagonal, just like that. Can you see that? And then you cut that away. And we need a source of light so that we can just hem that together. We need a source of light. A source of light is better. You can use your candle, you can use your lighter, and make sure it doesn't pull off. And then you're going to fold the back at the middle, just that middle that we left away, just that way. And then you fold it in, and then you turn it out. And that forms one petal of our round roses. So what you need to do is just to hold the other tip, and then you just hem it together with a source of light. Be careful with your hand. Now we got the first petal. Let's move to another one so you can see. Now the next one, you fold into a diagonal that way. You fold another one to a diagonal, and you place on top of each other, just like so. So when you place on top of each other like that, make sure it's the shiny face out, and then you get the middle, just like that, and you fold in the tips like so. Fantastic. You fold the other tip in, you get the half, and then the half of the half. You cut it off, and then you hem that side with a source of light. I hope you're getting it. Fantastic. So when we are done, we make sure that it is well hemmed and it doesn't come out. And then you get the back, you fold, and you turn out. And that will give us our second petal. So we need 8 petals to form one simple round rose. So we're using same color today. Yes. So we are going to be using the needle and thread. At that last tip that we hemmed, we'll pass our needle through it. Make sure it goes to the two sides out. And we're going to be needing 8 of that. You see? So we pass it through just at that last tip that we hemmed with source of light. And that's it. And we're going to be doing 8 of it. And when we are done with the 8, we just need to tie the thread together. We'll tie it in a knot. Make sure it's 8 and it's facing the same side. Make sure it's facing the same side so that you don't have one going this way and the other one going that way. So all we need to do is to tie. Yes, tie it. Make sure it's a bit tight. You tie it like twice. You can tie it one more time if you want, and make sure that your thread is divided into like 4, so to make it very strong. And all you just need to do is to adjust it. And there we go. Our round roses are ready. Now I made this and I sold a lot of it, a whole lot. And I'm going to show you various applications that we can use our round roses to do. Now cut off the excess thread, and you can put something at the back just to cover the back up and just make it stay together. And then you might need an embellishment at the top, just like I'm doing. Yeah, so you might need an embellishment. You might need like a circle felt to put at the back. You can also fix or add your clip, your pin, your clip and pin, your Alice band, whatever you want to do to apply it. And then you need something at the top just to cover the point where all of the round roses meet. Yes. And here is our finished product. I hope you like and understand it. Now I'm going to be showing you the multicolor very soon. And here are some of the applications of our round roses. Join me in the next class as we keep on exploring and grow with creative Nospreneur. Till I see you in my next episode, stay safe, be good. Bye for now.